Okay, so as you can see in JasmyCoin in the last 72 hours, we got a move on the downside. And in today's video, I'm going to specifically talk about this move and tell you why this may not be necessarily a bullish sign. However, at the same time, we shouldn't really be jumping into any unnecessary bearish conclusion. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember the last time that we talked about Yasmi, I think we were probably somewhere around these areas, and I was saying this can be like a 1 2 and then another 1 and a 2, and we might see a move on the upside soon. And I think it was actually right in here that we talked about it. Yeah, so what happened? We definitely didn't get a move up. Instead, we got a move on the downside. Now to me, this is very important for two very important reasons. Number one, if you remember, when we were somewhere around these areas, I actually opened some long positions in JasmyCoin, and I think it was exactly right in here between 2.3 to about 2.5 cents. Now, I was saying I'm hoping that this move up in Yasmi is going to continue, and in it we are going to take the highest side in this region about, let's say, 6 cents, and my stop loss is going to be under the lowest low down here about 1.5 cents, and specifically under this important level from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. And what happened right now, we are under this level, and that's why I got out of my position and I did lose a bit of money. Now, does this mean that because I got out of my position, I am now 100% bearish in Yasmi? The answer is absolutely not. And you need to understand that my investment strategy is way different than my trading strategy for the short term. In my trading strategy, I don't care about a simple or maybe 2-3 examples. No, what I do care is the consistency over the long run. Let's say you are having a support in here, and like we said in Yasmi, let's say this is also from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. If I'm opening some long positions around these areas and I'm saying that my stop loss is going to be under this level, and for example, I see a move down and we do actually go under this level, I'm going to get out of my position. Why is that? You see, this usually is not going to be a good sign, suggesting that we might actually get a break of this level and continue our move on the downside. And notice, I said this usually is the case. Sometimes, for example, right now in Yasmi, we may have just a simple fake out and we might see soon a very strong bounce back in order to start the next phase of the uptrend. Now, if this is the case, then okay, why did I close my position right in here? That's because 6-7 out of 10 times this is not going to happen. And again, I told you in my trading strategy, I care about the consistency in the long run. That's why I closed my position in Yasmi. However, the amount of Yasmi that I own, I am actually holding those. So let me be very clear. In this move down in Yasmi, I did get out of the long position that I had around this area, but I still hold the amount of Yasmi that I bought back down at these levels. And that is going to be for the long run. And I am still hoping that we are going to, after this move down is over, get a move up in order to take the highest side in this region for the first target around 6 cents. And again, you know it, at that point, a lot of people are going to say that in the mid to long term, we are having a cup and handle structure, and that will probably send the price of JasmyCoin to somewhere around 10 cents. So this was the first reason for why I care so much about this important level. The second reason, if we do actually get a break of this support area, meaning we go under it, which we are right now, do a pullback and then a continuation of the move down in order to take this low. At that point, getting back above this level might actually take some time. And in this phase, I think I can find better opportunities in some other altcoins. For example, in Polygon, I'm actually seeing some decent structures suggesting we are very close to the end of our move down. And since we are at all-time lows, that might be for me a better trading opportunity. So let me just say it again. In my opinion, it's very important for us to understand that, okay, we have gone under this level, but this is not confirmed as broken yet. Because this is from weekly and daily time frame at the same time, we need to wait a little bit more and see a candle close under this region in weekly chart, and then do a pullback and a continuation of the move down in order to take this low. As long as we're not doing this, I can tell you, you know what, maybe this is going to be just a simple fake out and we are going to get a bounce back. And I do think this might be in play in JasmyCoin and also I would say a lot of other altcoins. Now, if you remember in the previous videos, I was also talking about the JasmyCoin's charts versus BTC, and let's go on this chart. There we go. So this is my personal opinion. I care the most about this important chart and specifically this important support area right in here. Because if we actually do get a break of this thing, we do something like this, at that point, this suggests there will be a period of time in JasmyCoin in the future where we are actually going to decently underperform relative to BTC, and that in my books is definitely not a good sign. And again, if we do confirm that this level is broken, getting back above it is going to take some time. And let's say, okay, we are going to confirm this level as broken, and then we are going to get a very strong bounce back. Okay, even in this phase, I think after this strong bounce back, we are going to have some sort of a consolidation pattern. And again, once more, I come up with the same conclusion, and it's that this process is going to take some time, which is definitely not on my side at the moment. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. In JasmyCoin recently, because in BTC we had a move on the downside, we also saw a move down. But what I do care the most is this chart right in here, JasmyCoin versus BTC. If we get a break of this level, that's actually going to be a very, very bad sign. And in terms of what is happening in JasmyCoin versus US dollar, let's go on crypto.com chart. Okay, at the moment, we are under this important support. But again, this is still not confirmed as broken. I'm hoping that overall, we are going to have a correction structure starting from this important high. And for example, you can say maybe this is going to be a flat structure or maybe even a WXY. And since in this phase up, we actually took this high, we can argue that in this move down, taking this low was actually kind of normal. But the idea is because bears at the moment do not have a whole lot of power, maybe we are not going to go a whole lot lower than this point. And from here, I'm hoping that we get some sort of a move up, and this is going to mark some sort of a bottom in JasmyCoin's chart. Because if bears were actually strong, they wouldn't have allowed this strong move on the upside to happen, which in it we took this high. If bears were strong, you would have had something like this in JasmyCoin, a move down, something like this, and then a relatively small retrace, and followed by that another move down. However, this definitely did not happen. So for now and in the short term, all eyes should be on this important support and see what is going to happen to it. And if we manage to continue our move down, unfortunately in Yasmi, that's not going to be necessarily an optimistic sign. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent EA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.